In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Matador FlatPak Soap Case. I'm Tom, the founder of Pack Hacker, and we do travel gear reviews like this all the time. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. This little guy was just released today on the published date of this video. So we're excited to share our thoughts with you after 1 month of testing from Detroit to Barcelona. So let's jump right in and take a look at the FlatPak Soap Bar Case from Matador. This case is black on black, featuring a welded Cordura fabric. And it looks like there's some ripstop on the outside, and then on the inside there is some liner that is proprietary to Matador. The construction appears to be two pieces of fabric that are relatively flat, and then they're welded on the sides here. According to Matador, it's a dry-through technology. So basically, it keeps any water on the inside from getting out, any water on the outside from going in, but yet it's still breathable. And this makes sense considering that the fragrance of the soap bar kind of comes through this fabric a little bit, so that can be either a positive or a negative depending on if you like that or not. Overall, I think that's a really great thing, especially when you're traveling around and like with your backpack. It's sort of like a miniature air freshener for your bag. So overall, found that to be a pro. And again, water isn't getting in or outside of this thing. For the rest of the aesthetic, there is a subtle punched in logo that you can see right here. And then we have like a little tag logo on the bottom. So some tasteful branding from Matador without going a little bit too crazy. We like that they kept it mostly black on black, and then you just have a little bit of a white Matador tag here overall. So definitely a slick looking little piece. And to wrap it up, there is YKK plastic hardware on this thing as well. So sometimes Matador will use like SBS, sometimes they use YKK. We're a bigger fan of YKK, so we're glad they use that in this case. Basically, pretty easy to use. You just slide your soap bar in and then you roll it up 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, wrap it around, buckle it, and boom, there you go. It's basically almost an airtight container where you can hold your soap inside of, yet still breathable because the fragrance still somehow makes it outside of it through the fabric. I'm not really sure how that works, but it definitely does work. One thing to know is when you are putting your soap back inside of here, just make sure to dry it off, dab it off a little bit. It'll help your soap last longer, and there'll be less gunky, like grime soap buildup happening on the inside. One negative part about this system is that it can technically come unrolled while it's still in this state. So I can fully unroll it here. Let's just do that real quick. And there we go, now it's pretty much open. Now, it's very rare that this is gonna happen. I really don't foresee this happening unless you have something really crazy happen inside of your bag or your pack. But just note that it is possible and it isn't like exactly sealed. It's definitely just rolled with this buckle system in place. But a positive part of this buckle system is it basically creates a little hook where you're able to hang this either from a carabiner clip on the inside or the outside of your pack, or on like a hook while you're using it inside of the shower, at a hostel, or something with limited shelf space. So that's definitely a big plus for this system. It'll fit most soap bar brands we've tested. So we tested something from Dial, from Kiehl's, and also from Tone, all fit inside, no problems. So some of the benefits of having a softer case like this versus a hard case are that you are actually able to be a little bit more flexible with how you pack things. So this can kind of take on the size of the bar of soap that you have. But when you have a large plastic case, it's basically gonna be the same size the whole time because it's a little bit more rigid. So this gives you some added flexibility. As you use more soap on your travels, this will eventually get smaller, making it easier to pack. So that's one nice aspect to this. Now, what are some other nice aspects of traveling with bar soap instead of liquids? Well, for one, it doesn't count against your TSA allowance. So TSA allows 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters to go into your carry-on bag, but with a bar of soap, it doesn't really matter since it's solid, and generally a soap bar will last a little bit longer than liquid soap while you're on the road. If you do want to see a kind of very useful soap bar that we've used in the past, check out our review on the Lush shampoo bar. We found that's really versatile. You can use it for your hair, your body, even laundry and dishes if you're in a pinch. So all that is kind of great to have with you on the road, have those different options, and that'll definitely fit right inside of this FlatPak case as well. At the time of this review, we've been testing the FlatPak from Detroit to Barcelona for about a month with pretty heavy use. You can start to see some loose threads going on the side here, but overall it's held up well so far, and that hasn't affected anything with the usage of the FlatPak. After heavy use, it's pretty easy just to flip this thing inside out and wash it out, let it dry, and then flip it back to its original state just to clear out some of that soap gunk. And on the road, although we have, demonstrated the mechanism of this being able to unravel itself, with your hands, that's never actually happened in our bags. It's just something that we wanted to bring up, even though it probably won't happen. So to wrap this thing up with some pros and cons, there is some flexible fabric that basically fits around the size of your soap. Matador has done an excellent job with the design, and it's all smartly pulled together to create a pretty slick product. High quality materials are used throughout the designs, from the welded cordura to the YKK buckle. They've definitely made some good decisions here. Moving on to some of the cons, there is some slight fraying where the cordura is welded together after a month of pretty heavy use. Technically, the buckle mechanism can be unraveled without unbuckling it. Not that big of a deal, but just something to be aware of. It's probably never gonna happen in ordinary life and usage. The Matador FlatPak Soap Bar Case is a flexible, slick way to carry around your bar of soap on the road. It doesn't take up as much room as a hard case, and the breathable fabric can work in your favor, serving double duty as a light air freshener in your pack. After a month of use, we don't have much to complain about besides some slight fabric nuances happening on the cordura where it's welded. Thanks for taking a look at our review on the Matador FlatPak Soap Bar Case. Definitely head over to packhacker.com/newsletter, sign up for that newsletter and never miss an update. Thanks for taking a look. We'll see you in the next review. Materials are used throughout. No. Sizes of soap bars. It'll definitely fit a lot of soap bar sizes. Where's my honey? I need honey. No, not yet. It's fine.